Lakers Nation, are you feeling that tremor? That deep, unsettling rumble beneath your feet that signals something monumental is about to happen? Because what's unfolding in Los Angeles right now isn't just another off-season rumor, it's a strategic masterclass, a high-stakes gamble that could fundamentally reshape the entire NBA. We're talking about moves so audacious, so incredibly bold, that they could either cement the Lakers' future dynasty around Luka Doncic or send shockwaves through the league that redefine what we thought was possible. Are you ready to witness the unthinkable? Before we tear into these earth-shattering developments, if you bleed purple and gold, if the roar of the Staples Center is music to your ears, then hit that subscribe button, join our brotherhood, strengthen this community, and let's march together towards 1,000 subscribers. Share this with every Lakers fanatic you know. Let's make sure everyone's in on this. What's up, faithful? All good. Welcome back to another video here on your go-to news and analysis channel, the Lakers Insider Report. I'm rolling in this Sunday with a truckload of news, hot takes, and everything about the NBA's most iconic franchise, our Los Angeles Lakers. Today, we're diving deep into two bombshells that are shaking the very foundations of the league. A potential blockbuster trade that brings a $59 million defensive menace to the Lakers, and the utterly mind-blowing possibility of LeBron James, the king himself, being traded to the Eastern Conference. But will these calculated risks pave the way for a new era of dominance, or are the Lakers playing with fire? Let's set the stage. The Los Angeles Lakers are no longer just looking to contend. They are meticulously crafting a new identity, one firmly centered around the prodigious talent of Luka Doncic. The era of LeBron James, while glorious, is subtly shifting, making way for the Slovenian maestro to truly take the reins. We've already seen the first major piece of this puzzle fall into place with the acquisition of DeAndre Ayton, a significant move to bolster the frontcourt. But the Lakers, always hungry for more, aren't stopping there. They're actively exploring the trade market, seeking to add another veteran big man, a defensive anchor who can complement Ayton and fortify their paint presence. And this is where things get really interesting. Sports Illustrated's Jackson Caudell and Rohan Raman have put together a potential three-team trade pitch that has the Lakers adding a significant defensive presence down low. The proposed deal involves the Lakers, the Atlanta Hawks, and the Orlando Magic. In this intricate dance, the Lakers would land Magic center Jonathan Isaac, a former top 10 pick with a tantalizing skill set. In return, Orlando would acquire some much-needed shooting and offense in Gabe Vincent and Dalton Knecht, along with a 2026 second-round pick via Hawks, a 2029 second-round pick from Atlanta via Cleveland, and an unprotected 2031 first-round pick swap. Atlanta, for its part, would add Caleb Houston from Orlando, helping to facilitate this complex transaction. Now, let's talk about Jonathan Isaac. On paper, the potential is undeniable. Isaac has shown flashes of being an absolute menace on defense, displaying the rare ability to guard multiple positions from agile guards to bruising bigs, while simultaneously being a formidable presence at the rim. His defensive ceiling is incredibly impressive, a true game-changer who could elevate the Lakers' defensive identity. However, this potential comes with a significant, glaring red flag. Injuries. Isaac has battled a relentless string of injuries throughout his career, missing 2 consecutive seasons from 2020 through 2022. While he appeared in 71 games in the 2024-25 season, his highest since 2019, he still played limited minutes, averaging just 15.4 per game. Adding to the complexity, Isaac looked to have regressed offensively last season, appearing unplayable at times due to his struggles. He shot a career-low 25.8% from behind the three-point arc in 2024-25, a concerning dip for a player who needs to stretch the floor. The Lakers would also be taking on a sizable contract, as Isaac has a 4-year, $59 million deal that runs through the 2028-29 season. It wouldn't be a surprise if the Magic protected themselves with injury clauses in his deal. Isaac himself admitted that adding 30 pounds of muscle last offseason hindered his game, stating, "I regret that decision, but it is what it is. Can't take it back." I can just look forward to what I know I need to do this summer and get right. So, I'm taking that into the summer to just focus on my game, focus on really getting in shape, shedding some weight, and kind of getting back to where I was before. This move for Isaac is a high-risk, high-reward proposition, a testament to the Lakers' aggressive pursuit of defensive versatility, even if it means betting on a player with a checkered injury history. And as for Dalton Knecht, the Lakers have already shown a willingness to move on, having nearly traded him during his rookie season. His slow start in Summer League only reinforces the idea that he could be a valuable trade chip for a team like Orlando looking to bolster its shooting. But hold on, because if that wasn't enough to make your head spin, we need to address the elephant in the room, the seismic shift that could redefine the very fabric of the NBA, the unthinkable possibility of a LeBron James trade. Yes, you heard that right. The LeBron James era in Los Angeles may not be over just yet, but it's unequivocally clear that the Lakers are no longer his team. It's Luka Doncic's team now. It took 23 seasons, an official NBA record when James takes the floor for the first time in 2025-26, but the four-time MVP has finally lost the supreme form of leverage he has held every year with every franchise for which he has played. The threat of leaving the following summer if the front office doesn't exhaust its resources to improve the roster toward immediate contention. James will turn 41 years old in December, which is part of it, though he remains a perennial All-Star and All-NBA selection, earning second-team honors last season. The bigger factor, though, was the Lakers' trade for Luka Doncic back in February. Doncic, at just 26, is already a five-time first-team All-NBA player and one of the best 5 or 6 players in the league when healthy. He is just entering his prime years now, and the Lakers are looking harder at the 2026 and 2027 offseasons, when they will have more salary cap space freedom and more personnel optionality to construct a roster perfectly suited to Doncic's needs and desires. Competing in the Western Conference will be a bear of a task regardless, but centering a squad around a player like Doncic should give LA a legitimate chance to contend against and/or defeat the top teams in a young and powerful West that boasts several franchises prepared for long runs near the top of the league. With all of that as context, the whispers are growing louder. James may push for a trade out of LA this summer. And if he does, going to the Eastern Conference makes the most sense for both James and the Lakers. The Cleveland Cavaliers' spiritual home are an obvious landing spot for several compelling reasons. First, the Cavs drafted James number 1 overall 22 years ago. He is from the surrounding area and, most importantly, led the franchise to the sole championship in its history in 2016. It's a homecoming narrative that writes itself. Beyond the sentimentality, Cleveland also has 4 recent All-Stars on its roster, all of whom are young and talented, but aren't the perfect fit together based on redundant skill sets. This foursome won the East during the regular season in 2024-25, but still left the playoffs after a 5-game defeat in the second round, the exact same exit point as last season. One of the players the Cavaliers are more likely to part with is point guard Darius Garland, who was an All-Star last season on the strength of 20.6 points, 6.7 assists, 2.9 rebounds, and 1.2 steals per game. He is playing on a 5-year deal worth $197 million that runs through 2027 to 28, when he will be just 28 years old. Garland's salary this season, $39.5 million, isn't an exact match with James after the latter exercised the $52.6 million option on the final year of his contract. As such, the Cavaliers would need to add another player into the deal to make the salaries work, perhaps DeAndre Hunter and his $23 million salary, with the Lakers matching with Jared Vanderbilt, Maxi Kleber, or Gabe Vincent. The point is, the money can work on both sides and the deal makes sense for various reasons. For the Lakers, Garland is an on-ball guard who is weak on defense, which is exactly the same strength/weakness profile of his backcourt partner Donovan Mitchell. But Garland can work alongside Doncic, another weaker defender who needs the basketball, if the Lakers staggered their minutes. The addition of Hunter would add at least a little perimeter defense. While Los Angeles is certain to hunt for a rim-running, rim-protecting upgrade at center over DeAndre Ayton, currently a placeholder in that regard on a 2-year contract. Meanwhile, James can offer the Cavaliers a better playmaker than they currently have and more size and defense on the perimeter. He wants to win another title, and the Cavaliers are positioned well in an Eastern Conference with several top teams ravaged by injury and looking at gap seasons in 2025 to 26. James profiles as potentially a 1-year play in Cleveland, but that could be worth it for 2 monumental reasons. First, he might put the Cavaliers over the top in a winnable East based on his specific skill set. 2, the Cavaliers are looking at crossing into the second apron this season, so getting off Garland's money would mean significant financial savings in the years ahead as Garland's salary increases. It could also potentially loosen the league-imposed handcuffs on roster building during the coming year. The Lakers are at a brutal crossroads, navigating a future built around Luka Doncic while potentially orchestrating the most significant trade of the offseason. The pursuit of Jonathan Isaac, despite his injury history, signals a desperate need for defensive versatility. The potential trade of LeBron James, while shocking, is a calculated move to align financial flexibility with Luka's prime. These aren't just transactions, they are declarations of intent. The red and gold's legacy is on the line, and the window won't stay open forever. The burning question: are we truly ready for this new era in 2025? If you believe in the quest for 18, subscribe now and join the members club. Let's keep this flame burning. And now, Lakers Nation, I want to hear your roar. What's your take on these potential game changers? Are you hyped for Isaac's defensive potential despite the risks? Or does the thought of a LeBron trade send shivers down your spine? Drop your thoughts, your predictions, your wildest hopes in the comments below. Your voice matters so much to us and to the Los Angeles Lakers. And don't forget, I'll be back soon with more updates. So stay tuned for the latest Lakers news. Remember, this team is on the rise, and we're here to bring you every step of the way. Thanks for sticking with us, and as always, go Lakers!